So we are continuing the lesson test and measurement, and we have discussed about the importance of test and measurement in previous video. We have discussed about the definition of test, measurement and evaluation. Now we are coming to the next topic, that is measurement of muscular strength, Kraus test. The Kraus physical fitness test. This is known as the muscular strength test because Kraus physical fitness test is used to check the muscular strength, the strength of the small and large group of muscles. So what is the Kraus fitness test? The Kraus fitness test is designed to check the muscular strength, especially the small and large group of muscles. This test is designed by Dr. Kraus and Weber. That's why this is named as Kraus-Weber physical fitness test. So muscular strength is the amount of force the muscle or group of muscle can exert against resistance for short duration. It is essential for maintaining good posture, avoiding injuries, and performing daily routine work. Muscular strength can be measured by Kraus-Weber test. It means it measures the flexibility and strength of several large muscle groups. It consists of a battery of 6 tests. Strength we have discussed in the 11th class, and we will discuss it in the chapter training and sports again. So the strength is the ability of the muscles to exert force against resistance. Resistance is known as the weight or the working force which is working against the muscles. So for strength, muscular strength, the very good test is there. That's a Kraus physical fitness test. Earlier this test was used to check and cure the back pain. The Kraus physical fitness test was used to give therapy for the back pain, and several back pains are there. Thousands type of back pains are there, and the Kraus physical fitness test gives a good effect over the test items have good effect over the psoas muscles, PSOS, below the sternum. That muscle is highly responsible for various type of back pain. So, and this test is another, now it is used, the Kraus fitness test, to check the muscular strength of the athlete. It consists of 6 items, 6 battery items are there. Further, we can know about this test. The Kraus physical fitness test is used to check the strength of large muscles and joints of the body. The Kraus test originated as a diagnosis and treatment of low back pain that I was discussing in previous slide. Originally, when it was originated, that time it was used to diagnose and treat the low back pain. Soon it became Kraus test of minimum muscular fitness. The test consists of 6 items which indicate the level of muscular strength and flexibility of the key muscle group. So further we will see what are the test items are there in the crossover physical fitness test. Test item 1 and 2, that is effect on the abdomen. First one is strength of abdominal and PSOAS, psoas muscles. This is, I was telling you that it is responsible for various type of back pain. Second test item is also strength of abdominal minus PSOS. This is the psoas muscles. It's also check the strength of the psoas muscles and at the bottom level. Third is the test item, that is the strength of psoas and lower abdomen muscles, that is the raising leg. First test item was, that is the straight knee sit-ups and bent knee sit-ups, straight leg sit-up and bent knee sit-ups. Second one, third one is, that is the raising leg. And fourth one, strength of upper back muscles, that is raising upper body. Thus we will discuss these items in detail. Fifth one item is that is fifth test item in the crossover physical fitness test, that is strength of lower back, raising lower body. Sixth test item is, that is floor touch test, touching the floor, that is for flexibility and balance. So these are the 6 test items of the crossover physical fitness test. So we will go through detail about these test items. So first test item that we are discussing, that is straight leg sit-up. So in first picture we can see that the person is sitting with a straight leg and bending forward, means laying down and coming up. In first 2 pictures above we can see first person is sitting and then laying down and then doing crunches. This is in this activity we need support. One person gives support, that he or she can press in the leg in the form of support, and the person can perform sit-ups, up and downs. Second picture, second test, that is first is straight leg sit-up. Leg will remain straight, person will lay down over the ground, and then with one person can give support. He or she can press the knees of the person who is performing the test, and the person has to perform sit-ups. So these are also known as crunches, straight leg crunches. Second is the same sit-ups the person has to perform, but the position of leg will remain bended. So bent knee. Second is bent knee sit-ups. First one is straight leg sit-up. Second one is bent knee sit-ups. And third one, bent knee sit-up and straight leg sit-up is clear. Third one is, that is raising leg. Laying straight over the ground, facing towards the sky, and the person has to put hands over below the head and then raising leg. 30 degree, and then we have to hold there, then we have to go 60 degree and 90 degree. This is raising leg, 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, and then slowly coming down. So that this we have to repeat. So the maximum number of repetition will be counted as a best score. Another one, fourth one, that is, we can see the fourth test is for upper back muscle, that is raising upper body. So in this the person is raising upper body. So laying in the position facing towards ground, and then person has to lift the upper body. This is the fourth item that we have seen. Fifth item is strength of lower back muscles, in which the person is raising the lower body. In this the person is laying reverse, means facing towards the ground, and raising the legs, raising lower body. Whole lower body is raised up, and we hold it here, and then again come down, again we raise lower body, again we come down. So the number of repetition matters. So this is the fifth number test, that is strength of lower back muscles, raising lower body. Name of test item is raising lower body. Sixth test item is, that is for flexibility, it is floor touching. Floor touching test, in which the person has to stand erect position, and then by maximum inhalation and followed by the maximum exhalation, the person has to come down to touch the floor without bending the knees. So this is the sixth test item. So now we can understand all the 6 test items of the Kraus physical fitness test. These all 6 test items are designed in a way that they measure the muscular strength of the large muscle group of the body, large muscle groups and the joints of large joints of the body. Next we are coming to the another physical fitness test, that is motor fitness test, AAHPER. AAHPER test is very well known test. This is used to check the standard fitness of an athlete. What it is used to check? It is used to check the standard fitness of an athlete. The AAHPER word stands for American Alliance for Health, Physical Education and Recreation. What is the full form of AAHPER? That is American Alliance for Health, Physical Education and Recreation Youth Fitness Test. This is designed in America, and it is used by the American youth as a fitness test. Formed in 1965 in the United States. It was administered by Hunziker in 1958. 1958, first it was administered by Hunziker, who is known as the founder of this test, but this was revised in 1976. Now AAHPER is also added, the D is also added, D for dance, means American Alliance for Health, Physical Education and Recreation and Dance. So in 1976 the D is also included and dance is also included in it, but mainly It is designed in 1958 and it is revised in 1965 in the form of AAHPER, and in 1976 the dance is also included in the AAHPER physical fitness test. The test was administered on school students of 17-year age. The students are advised to warm up before they participate in the test. All the students must be medically fit. That's why I have told you that this is used to check the standard fitness of an athlete. So the person must be medically fit and must perform warm up before doing the test items of a physical fitness test. So in this test items, this is known as motor fitness test, AAHPER. The AAHPER American Alliance for Health, Physical Education and Recreation. The motor fitness refer to a person's ability to perform physical activities or the capacity of an athlete to perform effectively at his/her particular sports. Motor means movement. So this test is used to check about the movement ability, the capacity of the movement, effective movements of the individual, of the athlete. So AAHPER motor fitness tests have the following items. First is pull-ups for boys and flexed arm hang for girls. We will discuss in detail. Pull-ups for boys and flexed arm hang for girls. The pull-ups are also known as, another name is chin-ups. In the gym exercises, it is also named as chin-ups. Flexed leg sit-ups. Another one is flexed leg sit-ups. Third item is shuttle run. Fourth item is standing long jump. It is another name is standing broad jump also. Fifth test item is 50-yard dash. And sixth item is 600-yard run or walk. So these test items we are going to discuss in detail. So first test item of the motor fitness test, that is the pull-ups for boys. So what is the purpose? Purpose is to measure arm and shoulder strength. Pull-ups are used to measure the arm and shoulder strength. The procedure for this test item, the bar is adjusted according to the height of the boy. The bar is held with palm facing away. He is then asked to raise his body so that the chin reaches the level of the bar. That's why the chin up. One score is awarded for each pull-ups. Once the body is raised up, is counted as a one score. One trial is given before the start of the test. So pull-ups, it are very common activities among the boys and girls also. Most of the girls also perform pull-ups. So pull-ups are the hanging over the bar and raising body up. And repetition, the number of repetition are counted as a score. So once the body is raised up is counted as a score 1. So how many times the person is performing the same thing, it will be counted as the score. The pictures we can see here. So this way the pull-ups are performed by the boys. This is the activity for the boys in the AAHPER physical fitness test. So pull-ups are clear now. We are going to the flexed arm hang. Another activity is flexed arm hang. This is for girls. The flexed arm hang activity, its purpose is to measure arm and shoulder strength for girls. This is the first test item of the AAHPER, which has two parts. First is pull-up for boys and flexed arm hang for girls. As the name we can understand, this is flexed arm hang. The girls has to hang themselves with the bar, horizontal bar, that time duration is counted. The bar is adjusted, procedure we can see. The bar is adjusted according to the standing height of the girl. The bar is held with over hand grasp, and the girl lift her body up with the assistant or testing personnel so that her chin reaches the bar level. The time in second she hold the bar is taken as her score. So similarly, I can, in simple language, we can understand it. That is, the flexed arm hang is, this is the girl has to hold the bar and to raise her body by bringing the chin up to the level of the bar and maintaining this position for certain time duration. That time duration in seconds will be counted as a score. So in boys pull-ups, they are coming down and going up again and again, but in girls flexed arm hang, so they have to hang themselves only. They are not repeatedly coming down and going up. They have to hang themselves with the grasping the bar by the hand. So the time maintained for the hanging will be counted as a score for the flexed arm hang. So this is the first test item for the AAHPER physical fitness test. We can see in the picture, I will show you the flexed arm hang. This is the flexed arm hang. The girls has to hang themselves the first A position we can see, just adjusted the bar. Second is the girl is trying to hang themselves over the bar and maintaining her position. The time will be counted as a score, the duration of time for which the girl is able to hang herself. In the graph we can see again, I will show you the graph of both the pictures, both the tests, pull-ups and flexed arm hang. So the practice makes them perfect when we are practicing. So gradually we can increase the strength of arm and shoulders. In the both graph, it is represented in the graph, pull-ups and flexed arm hang. Next we will come to the second test item, that is flexed leg sit-ups. Flexed leg sit-ups, the purpose is to measure abdominal strength and endurance. Abdominal strength and endurance. The procedure of flex leg sit-ups: the youth is asked to lay down on the floor on his or her back, keeping knees bent. As the bent knee sit-up we have discussed in the Kraus physical fitness test, the same test is there. The youth is asked to lay down on floor on his or her back, keeping knees bent. The angle of knees should be around 90 degree. The feet are held by the partner or the supporter. The youth puts hand behind the head with fingers interlocked. Then the youth curls up, touches the elbow to the knee. To perform the crunches, they have to perform the sit-ups and coming up, bringing the upper body up to the knees and trying to touch the elbows to the knees. The score is counted as maximum number of sit-ups in 60 seconds. In 1 minute, the number of sit-ups are performed by the person is counted as a score. So, this is the flex leg sit-ups which we have discussed in the Kraus physical fitness test as bent knee sit-ups. The name is different there, but the activity is same. In Kraus physical fitness test, it is named as bent knee sit-ups, but in AAHPER physical fitness test, it is known as flex leg sit-ups. The flex leg sit-ups we can see here. This is the flex leg sit-ups. In the first part of this we can see. The graphical representation we can see in first part. So, this is the flex leg sit-up activity, the test item of flex leg sit-up. Flex leg sit-up is because the legs remain, the flex muscles of the legs also improve their strength. That's why it is known as flex leg sit-up. So we are coming to the another one, that is the shuttle run. Purpose: shuttle run is another very common, to measure speed and agility. This test item is used to perform to measure the speed and agility of the individual. The procedure is: two parallel lines are marked 30 feet apart and two wooden blocks 2 into 2 into 4 inches are kept on one side of the marked line. The shuttle run is performed in various ways. Shuttle run is also performed 10 into 6. This can be performed 10 into 3. This can be performed 20 into 3, 10 into 6, 10 into 6 and 15 into 4 and 20 into 3. Means the between two parallel lines, the distance we are keeping 20 meter. Then we can perform it 20 into 3. 3 times we have to run, then I will tell you in the picture. If we are keeping distance between two parallel lines 10 meters, so then we have to perform 6 rounds, 10 into 6. If we are keeping distance between two lines, two parallel lines 15 meters, so then we have to perform it 15 into 4, means then 4 rounds we have to perform. The wooden blocks are kept in over the one line, and from another line the person has to run towards the wooden blocks, and they have to bring the wooden blocks and put them to another line, means where they were kept earlier. So two lines are there, then I will show you in the picture also. We can see in the picture, then we can understand it more easily. The shuttle run is here. We can see this line, 3 wooden blocks are kept. So this is 10 into 6. So the person is running from here, first point, then going to bring the wooden block and put it over the starting line. Again continuously run towards the line where wooden blocks are kept, then come back again and put the wooden blocks over the starting line. Again go to bring another wooden block and put it over the starting line. So this way the shuttle run is performed. So then further we can see in the same slide, the shuttle run, the youth stands behind the line, opposite side of the line where wooden blocks are placed. That is starting line, we can say. At the starting line, at the start signal, the youth run towards the wooden blocks and pick up one of them. One at a time, one wooden block is only picked up. Pick up one wooden block, carrying it back to the line from where the test started, to the starting line. Then place it behind the line, run back to pick up the second wooden block and carry back to the starting line. 2 trials are allowed, and the best score of the 2 is noted down. The minimum time taken by the person, by the individual to complete this shuttle run is counted as a score in second and microseconds. So what is the score? The minimum time used to complete the shuttle run by the individual is counted as score of this test item. I will show you the pictures then. The graphical representation we can see here. Graphical representation of the shuttle run. We can see. So in girls and boys differently. In girls, then boys the acceleration ability is higher, so that's why how it has been accelerate, they accelerate. In girls also the acceleration ability is slower than boys, that's why the graphical representation so, and they also improve very quickly. So this is the graphical representation of the shuttle run. The picture of the shuttle run, diagram of shuttle run, we can see the person is running from here and going to bring the wooden blocks from the another line. In both the picture we can see this test is performed by one individual and 2 individuals together also. When 2 individuals are performing, so we have to put more wooden blocks over the end line. When one individual performing, so then we have to put wooden blocks accordingly. Then I have shown you this diagram of the shuttle run, that is how the shuttle run is performed. The starting line is there where the wooden blocks are not kept, that is starting line, and where wooden blocks are kept, that is known as end line. So this end line is there, end line wooden blocks are kept. This is 10 into 6, 10 meter apart. Both lines are 10 meter apart from each other. This picture we can see. And when they are 20 meter apart, so we can put two wooden blocks, and 15 meter apart, then we can put two wooden blocks. So this is shuttle run. In a minimum time we have to complete this shuttle run. So that's why the shuttle run is used to check the speed and agility of the individual. Another test item, that is the, we will see here, this is standing long jump. Fourth test item, the purpose is to measure power. And the procedure of this test is the youth is asked to stand behind the restraining line with feet apart, and he bend the knees and swing arms before jumping. The youth lands on both feet together. This is not a long jump, then when both legs are not together. In this, both legs should remain together while we are landing over the mark point or wherever we are landing. The distance from the takeoff line to the heel is measured in inches. The best of 3 trials is recorded, and the final score, as a final score, the best is counted. So on a line, they have to stand on a line, and without running, only upper body movement can be there. They can swing arms, and in graphical representation also I can explain it well. They are standing over the line and jumping forward over the mark line, or whatever the mark is there. They are running, they are jumping towards the forward, they are jumping, and without running, on standing position, both legs should be stationary, and while they are landing, both feet should be together, and there should be balance. They are not supposed to fall down. So again, in boys we can see the improvement is very quick other than girls, and girls are also improving very well. And second one, we can see the graphical representation. This line we can see the person is standing over the line, swinging the arms and jumping forward, and ultimately at the time of landing, in second picture we can see the person has to make balance and both feet should be together. The first line is takeoff line, and then landing. In the third position, we can see the person is landing, and the position is of the body is balanced while both feet are together. Both feet are together. Standing broad jump. Another name is standing long jump, and standing broad jump is the same. So this is about the standing broad jump to measure the power. Then we will come to the 50-yard dash. Another test item is 50-yard dash. The purpose is to measure speed. Procedure: the youth is asked to run 50 yard. 1 meter is then 50 yard. Then from the starting line, and the time is recorded nearest to 1/10 of the second. So 50 yard we have to run, and the person is supposed to run as quickly as possible, so the time will be counted as a score. The graphical representation we can see, this is the 50-yard dash, boys and girls running fast as possible. So the next picture we can see here. So another one is the 600-yard run or walk. This is used to measure the endurance. So there is option of running or walking. The person may run or walk. The youth is asked, the procedure we can see, the youth is asked to run and or walk for 600 yard, and the time is recorded in minute and second. This can be run in an open field or inside track of an athletic field by marking the distance appropriately. So the option of running and walking. So one diagram I am showing you. This way the track may be formed. This is of 50 yard track. So this may be repeated 6 times by the person, or it may be performed on any running track over the ground. So the time duration to complete this run or walk, this complete distance will be calculated as a score. We can see the graphical representation here. In the youth it is very good, because 16 to 17 year of the age, then it is very good performance can be seen. Even we can see in the girls, in the higher age, the performance is slightly below than the childhood age. So this is the 600-yard run or walk test. So this is all about the AAHPER physical fitness test, American Alliance of Health, Physical Education and Recreation. This is very important test, which is also part of the practical in the class 12th standard, and the AAHPER physical fitness test is over here, and we will come with the motor fitness test in the next video. General motor fitness test we will discuss in the next video.